we have seen the string function, right? So today we will see one example of partition by, okay, and we will see uh, this function, the common table expressions, okay, and we will also look into the temporary table if the time will be there, okay. So the very first thing that we are going to do is the partition by. Then we will see into your CTE and then the next one. Okay. So let's see basically what is this partition by. So let me say it, partition by. Okay. So what this partition by is, we need to look into that one, that part, and we need to understand that how exactly it is working, right? So let me write a query. Okay. On the basis of that query, we will see how it is working. Okay. So let's see. Just a moment. So select, um, let's say first, see the table, what is inside my table from employee. Okay. So this is my table. Yes. First name, last name, age, and gender we have. So, okay. According to the gender, let's see what are the different salaries and how many uh, male and female are there in my company. Okay. So let's take first name, comma, last name, comma, gender, okay, and the salary, right? Because we have a salary, that's why we need to put a join also, okay? And for say join, it will do a cross self join, sorry. It will make a self, so from employee table, employee ID I have equals to, as we have already seen, the joins, that's why employee ID. So this is the one query. Okay, so let's see what is the result of this particular query. Okay, so this is how this particular query we have seen before also. So exactly what we need to understand into it, that if possible, let us know how many male and how many females are there, and the number must be in front of every row. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. In select statement only you need to do, because we need the total count. So we must say the count of gender. Okay, now say over. How you want to categorize this count of gender? You must say partition by, okay, gender, right? And for this complete query, that is count of gender over partition by the gender, you can say by total gender. You can say, right? First C, not by, sorry, as. So first see what will be the result. Then let's see. Now understand the thing, what exactly happened. first of all, this is the only thing that we have done new. Okay. So first of all, I calculated the total count of the genders. Okay. So total count is, as you can see, it is 8, right? Because the count is this one. Okay. So total count is 8, right? Now, what I exactly want, that in front of every row, according to the gender, how many this particular genders are there in my data. So what exactly is in front of it? That is the 3. So this total number of females are 3 in the data. So in front of every row, there are 3, 3, 3. Similarly, total number of males, 3, 3, sorry, 5, 5, 5, 5. So this is what is the role of partition by. Okay. And this is the syntax of using partition by. It divided according to any category. Okay. Suppose you want to calculate the average. Okay. Then you must say average of something. Okay. If you want to say, see, in this particular case, you can say copy. Let's take one more example. Here, here you can say average of salary, right? Then over partition by uh, how you want to partition by. Here we need job title also then. Okay. Then over partition by job title. Okay. Now let's see. What you are saying here, I just done the average of the salary and I divided all of them by job title. So here what happened? See, this is the average of this one. Receptionists are only one. That's why the same thing. Regional manager, salesmen are 3. So 52,000 is the average of these 3. Got it? So this is how uh, your partition by function is used to categorize the aggregated functions also, right? So you can calculate anything related to it to the particular category. Is this clear?
So
So
what
let
is the applicable use for this?
see the usage of this particular partition by comes when you want to know a particular thing about a particular category. We can calculate the average of all the employees. Okay. If you say, suppose, according to this also, if you will say that, okay, in my company, the average salary of the salesman must be maximum 55,000. Or you can say that the average salary in my company is 55,000 maximum, the average salary. Okay. So here you calculated the average, right? So right now here uh, it is 52,000. So you are satisfied that okay, 52,000 is right now okay, right? If suppose this particular salesman re receives the increments, right? And the increments are of 10,000. Okay. So it will be of 55,000. right? So the average will be above 55,000. Okay. So uh, you can say this way also that uh, those employees who are having below salary than the average. If you take the example of salesman, this is a time for incentives or increments. So what I decided that I will give increments to those only to those whose salary is below average salary. So here I really observed that the average salary of salesman is 52,000 right now. There are two salesmen who have less salary than the average. Okay, so I will give increments to these two salesmen only this time, not for the one who is at 63,000. Okay, so this is how you can calculate anything related to a particular category. Similarly, with the accountants also, you can see the same condition will be applied here also. We will say to the second accountant, that is Kevin, I will give increment to him, okay, not to Angela. Okay, so category wise, you are separating the things or separating your data. Okay, now you got it.
Yeah, I got it. It's just I was curious because we can do this in many ways. So, what is unique about partition? Uh, the use
See,
case for it.
see how you can do it in a other way. If you will just do the average, okay. If you will just do the average, then it will give the average of all these employees' salary. It will not separate each and every category into different parts. Because if you are observing here, for each and every different job titles, you have a different average also. Okay. And
Okay.
see, this one, 45,000, 44,500. This is for only for the accountant. This one. That's what partition by do. Okay. For salesmen also you can see 52,000. This is the average of these three job titles because all of these are salesmen. That's what partition by do. Later on, we will see more examples of it with some different scenarios. So let's see. Let's check that one that can be helped more. Okay. So the next thing is your CTE, common table expression, right? So let's see what is basically this common table expression. Okay. So in common table expression, you can create a temporary function. Okay. You can create a temporary function easily, right? So here, what we can do with, okay. First of all, common table expressions are started with function. Okay. With say rank of employee. Okay. So we are just calculating the rank of the employee according to their salaries. Okay. So start with and define a variable. That is rank of employee. Okay. And what you want to save in this particular variable. I need to say as Now we need to put a query. Okay. Here, open and close. So in between it, you can put any type of queries, right? If you want to save this particular statement, this one, you can also put in between this one. Okay. Any query that you will put into it will be the result of this particular variable. And CT common table expressions are only used in the only table that you are working on, only the script, only the file that you are working on. Let's see one statement because we are calculating the rank of employee. So select um, okay, select star from um, from employee table, okay, and name it as E and make a join employee salary and name employee salary yes on employee table e dot employee ID equals to employee salary dot employee ID. Okay. Now we need to put some values here also and select statement so that a rank will be calculated. So uh, e dot employee ID I need. Okay. Then from employee ID itself, I need the first name and from employee salary table, I need the job title and I need the salary. Okay. Now, the thing that we need to calculate that is say uh, row count, row number. Okay. Row number, it means 1, 2, 3, 4. It will automatically calculate the row numbers. Okay. And now say over. In over, you can put any type of queries that last time we used partition by into it. Now you can use the order by. Order by is dot the salary because we are calculating the salary, descending order, and you can name it as rank. Okay, as rank one. Okay, first of all, let's see how it is executing. Okay, then we will see uh, to look into it also. So first of all, close the statement here. What happened? Okay, so we need to say select star rank of EM. Okay, sorry, select star from. Okay, so this is how a complete CTE function is completing. So let's see the result. Then we will look into the query again. So here you can see all 8 employees ranks are in front of you according to their salary. Right? What exactly happened? And this one, you can right now it is not working because uh, you have to use it with the rank of employee. statement also. So anything, because it must be run simultaneously. Like individually, it will not run. Common table expression. Understand the concept of common table expression is that whenever you need a temporary file or temporary table you need with you, and say this is the function, then I need to write, okay, that I need to write 10 times in my complete project. Okay. So if I need to run it, or if I need to use this particular query 10 times in my program, then what if I will create a function of it and just use select star from this type of thing? Okay. So every time when I need this particular state, particular output of this particular query, I will just run this one. Okay. So I will put this one. And common table expressions are used only in the project where you are running the complete script all at a time. Okay. In projects where you uh, deploy deploy it, and you will show that okay, this is your complete project, the closure, and you just need to play this particular project, and all the script will be run all together. Only that time you can use common table expression, because it will not execute independently like this. You will get an error because this particular file is not available in your database. Okay. So where what is the purpose of using this kind of thing? That suppose I need this particular statement multiple times in my project. Okay. And I don't want to make my project a complex one. Okay. So what I will do, I just created a common table expression of it. And what is the syntax? With CTE name as and these two brackets along with select star from this particular CTE. Okay. So now what you can do, you can run it multiple times also. It will run the whole program at once, this particular whole data, right? Then as many as time you have this particular statement, that is CTE1, okay, it will be executed. Okay. So this is a temporary, you can say, temporary table it is created for you that will execute multiple times in your project. Got it? So having confusion in CTE, C, like this, any one, suppose not the rank, let me say CTE underscore one. Here I need to put it CTE underscore one. And I will drop this one into here. Okay. So, so now what is it? It will execute you the gender, average salary according to gender. Okay. And see, instead of here, okay, I will cut it from here and put it here. Okay. So if you want to run this particular function also, it will run along with all the files, but it need to run all together. Remember this one. Okay. Then only it will execute. Basically, CTE are normally not used in your regular functions or regular programming. CTEs are not useful when you are doing the practices. It is not useful. Okay. But where you deploy the function on web, okay, so you have a, user, or you can say you have a user form to fill, right? So whenever user will click on register or sign up or login, okay, that time automatically this particular CTE can run and it generates the data as per the entries given into it, okay, because the whole function executes at a time. Got my point? So that time these things are used, and at that time also, if you will understand that if you multiple users are executing the particular sign in, sign up, or register functions, okay. So if you have this particular function to execute for each and every employee all the time, then definitely it will consume more time also, right? And your website will get slow. So to avoid it, to optimize it, we just use CTE, that if a multiple users are simultaneously working on a particular function on the website, then even it will work properly. Okay. So you can see on many websites that uh, server busy or user limit crossed. So that kind of things are there also on some websites. Many times we try to register or the server is busy. So the total number of CTE that they need to generate for that particular form or for that particular registrations that are currently in use. Suppose you are filling some form for the company. Simultaneously, 100 more users are working on that particular form. Maybe it will be busy, right? And sometimes what happens when we fill all the form, then we click on submit, the form just got refresh. Why? Because at the time, maybe all the users are using the same function at a time. Okay, that's how in CTE it is very useful that if we don't have uh, if we require multiple condition solutions, then we can execute it easily, right? Multiple user login, multiple user executions, and as you know, whenever in the morning, multiple users are also login in the company site also, right? At a time, you can see on Amazon, a lot of people place their orders also. So a lot of people register also, right? So that kind of things are there where you can use CT, because there you just need to execute this particular CTEN and it will work easily for you. Got it? Having any doubt into it?